All right, hello everyone. Welcome to the Liver Cleanse walkthrough. This is a 30-day liver cleanse. This walkthrough might take a while. The liver is so crucially important. I did a video on the role of the liver. A lot of people know the importance of the liver. You might hear about how crucial and important the liver is. I see people all the time, they come in and they go, oh my gosh, my liver, I know I need to work on my liver. I'm not surprised you told me that there's something going on with my liver. It is the general of the army. It is the workhorse inside the body that cleanses and detoxifies the body. Everything moves through the liver. All the blood filters through the liver. Getting a healthy liver is key to overcoming sickness and disease and key to preventing future illness. So anytime you can focus on cleansing and detoxifying the liver, you're going to go a long way in your health. So welcome to the walkthrough. Hopefully I make this cleanse easier for you as you go through it. So the first page is, why do I do a liver gallbladder cleanse? Well, why not? I mean, everybody, I don't want to say everybody, 95% of people have a congested liver, whether you know it or not. It is just backed up and toxic from all kinds of things we've been doing, not just even in your lifetime. It's generational. A lot of times children are born with weak, damaged livers, and so we have all the toxic foods and the pharmaceutical drugs and the alcohol and the drugs and just all the things we've been doing to our bodies and our liver. And it's so crucially important is because you gotta keep your blood clean, and that's the main job of the liver, is to keep the blood clean. So when that liver gets backed up, you get dirty blood. You get these gallstones and this congealed, congested junk start to build up in your system, and it starts to cascade of negative symptoms. So when it comes to long-term health, there's no organ in the body that's more important than the liver. Now we talk about other systems that are important, like the lymphatic system, crucially important to get that cleansed and detoxed for longevity as well. But as far as organs go, the liver is the big workhorse. So I have a little note here on not to jump into a liver cleanse too fast. And the reason is because if your system is backed up, kidneys, lymph, your body's just congested, colon, of course, history of constipation maybe, you jump into a liver cleanse, you start moving toxins and waste out of your liver, and it doesn't have a place to go, you're going to be in trouble. And so you're going to feel really sick, cold flu symptoms. People can get really sick, called auto-intoxication. All those toxins leave in their liver with no place to go. So you don't want to jump into it. You really want to work on your colon, your kidneys first. Get your other elimination pathways open. There's only two main ways the body eliminates toxins. One, kidneys. Two, colon. So even though the liver is so crucially important, it's got to have a place to dump. It's got to go out those kidneys and out that colon. So make sure that you do those other cleanses first, or at the very least, if you're like, I just need to cleanse my liver, my gallbladder's a mess, and I'm going to have it surgically removed, and I just don't want to do that, you can jump into a liver cleanse, but be cautious, maybe go slow. The other thing you can do is enemas on a regular basis. I'm going to talk about enemas more towards the end, but if you do an enema every single day, you can keep the poisons out of your body and keep them from building in your system as you're working on the liver cleanse. So real quick, I'm just going to overview the supplements that are involved, and just real quick on why. Tumerol, which I also have in the lymph cleanse, it's just got turmeric and oregano and these spices that kind of bring heat into the body and kind of help to increase circulation in the body. That's why it's so good for the lymph. But everybody's heard about turmeric and how important turmeric is for the liver. And so that's the main reason we have this, is because it is known to be so good for the liver. We have bitters. Bitters are amazing. It's one of the oldest herbal products that have been around, used throughout centuries to help people with health and healing, a lot of times for stimulating digestion, but bitters stimulate liver secretion of enzymes, and it'll actually start to purge and move toxins out of the liver when you do bitters. So bitters are bitter, they're just that. It's a great way to tame your sweet cravings. Come at it with bitters, but bitters excellent for the liver. Chlorofresh and spirulina. So these are greens, liquid greens. Greens are blood cleansers, therefore liver cleansers. They're going to help build blood, strengthen blood. And so the chlorophyll content in these foods are very powerful. Spirulina is arguably the most nutrient-dense food on the planet, really high in beta-carotene. Great for the eyes, great for the liver, great for the blood, really great for everything. So I love having the spirulina as part of the cleanse too. Just greens in general, but this is the best one. And this is straight liquid greens. And liquid chlorophyll, this comes from alfalfa. So between spirulina and alfalfa, you're putting two of the most powerful, amazing foods in your body. Then I also have here the carrot seed and the lemon essential oils. These are optional. They're not in the liver package, but I encourage people to, especially if you're into essential oils, get lemon and carrot seed. Those are the best for the liver. You can rub them right over where your liver is on the right side under your rib cage, or right under where your gallbladder is. You can rub them on the bottom of your feet. That's another excellent place to put essential oils. That'll get it into your whole body that way. Okay, we have a liver cleanse drink as well. And the liver cleanse drink includes lemon. And lemon, of course, is an emulsifier. It breaks down fat. It's going to remove cholesterol, fatty deposits. It's going to help with fatty liver, stones. I mean, we all know lemon's amazing. Beet crystals, which I have in a lot of the cleanses, and really no organ probably benefits more from beets than the liver, because it also helps with bile emulsification. A lot of people have backed up, black, thick, congested bile from years of liver toxicity, and beet helps flush that out. Beet's high in iron, so it's going to help build the blood and strengthen the blood. And apple cider vinegar, again, good old apple cider vinegar, the cure-all that helps with everything. It's high in malic acid. It helps break down stones and sludge and junk out of the body. And then, of course, we have a liver gallbladder tonic by Dr. Morse, and it has your standard super high quality strong liver herbs in it: milk thistle, burdock root, dandelion, bayberry, which is a powerful bitter, schisandra, which helps with phase 1 and phase 2 liver detoxification. Turmeric is in here as well. Cleavers, yellow dock, bupleurum. Bupleurum is the #1 herb used in Chinese medicine for healing the liver. So this is a really awesome formula. So this isn't a drink that you'll do twice a day. And then we have an optional, but strongly encouraged liver gallbladder flush. And for that, you're going to need Epsom salts, which I don't have here, but Epsom salts that you can get at any drugstore, and olive gold. Or you can use a good extra virgin olive oil. We'll talk about it more, but this is a special olive oil, let's say. And then this is your enema products, which again, we'll talk more about enemas, but you want to do an enema at least once or twice a day while you're doing a liver cleanse, just to keep things flushing through. All right, so food guidelines. Let's go over some crucial things related to food. Purified water is fine, but distilled is best because it's going to help remove calcification and old mineral deposits out of the body. Don't force water. You want to do lots of fruits and vegetables and juices and hydrating foods. So you don't want to be pounding water and just peeing all day long, peeing every hour, peeing every 2 hours. That's not good. You want to cleanse and get deeper into your cleansing, so you don't want to be overhydrated. I know you don't hear that a lot, but it's important. Ideally, room temperature or warm fluids, because warm relaxes and opens things up where cold constricts. So when you're cleansing, you want things open and relaxed. Encourage no bananas, dried fruit, figs, dates, potatoes, yams, and squash. So in other words, not starchy dried fruits or starchy fruits and vegetables. You really want to stick with high water content, cleansing, hydrating fruits and vegetables. Big one here is no fat. No fat. Now that's a tough one. I don't want to get into a long explanation of it, but I will just say fat has to be processed by the liver. Fat has to be processed through the lymphatic system. Even healthy fats will slow down and block liver detoxification. You go to healing clinics in different parts of the country or the world, they will put you on a no-fat diet, and you will cleanse faster and deeper without fats. Yes, fats are good for us. Yes, we need them, but not during a liver cleanse. If you feel like you have to do a little bit of fat for substance, and I am going to talk about this again, but a little bit of olive oil is actually very good for the liver And you could do that in small amounts and not too much interfere. But if you get into nuts and seeds and avocados and coconut and these heavy things, it is going to block your liver from cleansing, and you're not going to get the results you want. So, of course, my heart is for people to be free of sickness and disease. Cleansing the liver can completely, radically change people's lives and make a healthier you. And so I don't want anything to interfere with that. And so fats will interfere with that. Don't eat in the evening. Your liver cleanses and heals and detoxifies at night. The active time for the liver is right in the middle of the night, 1 to 3 a.m. So you don't want to be eating food at 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night. You want to eat at 4, 5, maybe 6 at the latest. Make sure anything's digested so that you can cleanse and heal at night. And my standard statement that I say, the less you eat, the faster you will heal. So let's go into the food options, because the less you put in your body, the faster the body cleanses and detoxifies. I love God, His design, He's amazing. When we let go, we get away from food, we put just cleansing things in the body. God designed this body to heal, and it starts to dump and push and remove toxins out of the body. So food option 1, this is your best option, juicing. 30-day juice fast. Do you think you could do that? You can do that. I've done 30-plus day juice fasts. Many people I know have done juice fasts for extended period of times. You absolutely can do it. It is the best way. And again, I want you to have the best results. I want you to be healed. I want you to be well. I want your family to be well. I want you to not fear sickness and disease and everything that's going on with our culture. It was not God's heart or intention for us to have all these issues that we're having today. So, juice. Combination of fruits and vegetables, ideally more vegetables than fruit. My general rule of thumb is to use high water content as a base, so cucumber, celery, carrot are great bases. Then add in other good fruits and vegetables for taste. And I don't want to give you a percentage, but I usually tell people 60, 70, 80% veggies, and then 20, 30, 40% fruit. So in other words, you got cucumber, you got celery, you got lemon, but then you throw in a Granny Smith apple for taste, or you throw in some pineapple for taste. It's a great way to do it. Here are some of the best ones for the liver specifically. Carrot. Hands down, well known through decades for healing people's liver. Dandelion, which is a bitter, and other bitter greens. Kale, chard, spinach, all of your greens. Beets, as we've talked about with the beet crystals, but juicing beets, also amazing. Apples, lemons, lime, and really all citrus is good because it's astringent. So lemons, lime, grapefruit would be good too, and turmeric, of course. Garlic and ginger, also very good for the liver, so you can mix those in your drinks if you want to. Ginger makes everything taste better. I just love ginger. And so high water content fruits and vegetables. So you really can do any variety of them and just do juice only for 30 days to get the maximum results. Food option 2, because I know juice fasting's tough and it's certainly not for everybody, is you just eat raw fruits and vegetables. So all those things we talked about, carrot, greens, apples, lemons, limes, grapefruit, just eat them. Eat salads, do juices, do smoothies, blended drinks. But again, don't do the fat. Stay away from fat because that will inhibit and block the best detoxification for your liver. So raw fruits and veggies is option 2. Option 3. Now this is more for people who, man, fasting is just tough, or I got major blood sugar issues, which is telling you something that your body's not where it should be. If you have a lot of blood sugar issues when you fast, you should be able to fast. So this is raw fruits and vegetables, but you add a little tiny bit of protein. And ideally, I encourage plant protein like the Vega pea-based plant protein, and there's a variety of ones out on the market, but I really encourage the plant-based proteins over animal protein, because animal protein creates a lot of acidic waste. It creates ammonia, which the liver has to break down into urea to be eliminated out through the kidneys. So it creates stress on the organs when you eat meat, which is why a lot of people are getting away from meat. So I encourage a plant-based protein to help give you some extra substance, some oomph. Let's say you're working a full schedule. Let's say you want to work out and exercise. It'll make it easier to do it if you do a little bit of plant protein. But if you want to, and you want to do a little bit of fish, a little bit of turkey, a little bit of chicken, that's perfectly fine. Keep it really small portions, maybe 3 to 4 ounces, what fits in the palm of your hand, and just do that as minimally as possible. But maybe you do 7 days juice only, or 2 weeks fruits and vegetables only. You know, work it out what works for you. It's not some set in stone perfect plan, but you do, again, I just reiterate, the less you put in your body, the faster God will heal and detoxify and cleanse your body. All right, so I think we covered that. Sunshine. Sunshine pulls toxins out of your body and out of your liver. You know those liver spots? That's liver issues. If you go out in the sun and it causes a sunspot, the sun's pulling toxins and waste out of your body. God is light. Light is healing. Light removes darkness. And so you really want to get in the sun, and you want to not get burned, but you want to get tan, because it's very good for healing the liver and healing the blood. Easy example I give people is when babies were sick a few decades ago, jaundiced, born jaundiced, yellow skin, yellow eyes, wheeled them out into the sun, and they got better. So obviously the sun is great for us. It's a healer. It heals the liver. So I encourage you to get out in the sun. The more tan you are, the quicker you will heal. Daily liver cleanse drink. This is the drink you're going to do twice a day. 8-ounce glass of ideally hot water. So the best thing to do is just bring water to a boil, and then take it off the heat, and then add all these things, and then drink it when it cools. The main reason for that is this Liver Gallbladder Tonic, which is an amazing formula by Dr. Morse. It's alcohol-based, and it will actually burn off the alcohol. So hot water, add this to it, let it cool. All the alcohol will evaporate out of it. So that's really going to be beneficial for a lot of people. You don't want to be overdoing alcohol. Even though it's a small amount, it's better to burn it off. You're going to add a teaspoon of your beet crystals. You're going to do 2 full droppers, 2 full squirts of the Dr. Morse formula, and there's 2 bottles of that because over the 30 days you'll need 2 bottles. You're going to add a tablespoon of good old lemon juice and a tablespoon of Bragg's apple cider vinegar. So that's your liver cleanser drink to do twice daily. Once in the morning, once in the evening. Cleansing liver juice recipe. This is just one example of a good juice for your liver. It's 8 to 10 carrots, 6 to 8 stalks of celery, an apple, Granny Smith is ideal, a thick beet slice. So I tell people a 1-inch by a 3-inch, like a nice thick slice of beet. The juice of 2 lemons or limes, so you can kind of intermingle those flavors. Some greens. So whether you put a handful of spinach or chard or parsley or kale or whatever, and then about an inch slice of ginger. And that makes a really delicious liver cleansing drink. Combine all those together, juice it. You don't want to smoothie this. You don't want to blend this in your Vitamix and drink it. Way too much fiber. Way too many root vegetables for fiber. So encourage you just to juice this one only. And if you're going to just do the raw fruits and vegetables, you can eat these things, but I wouldn't put them in a blender and drink it. It's too much. So of course you can do other combinations of juices. This is just one example of a good one. Healing crisis. You might feel symptoms of sickness. You might feel tired. You might feel headaches. Headaches are always toxic blood. So if you have toxins in your blood, that's what triggers headaches. So an enema will usually clear a headache because there are toxins circulating in the upper extremities of your body, which causes headaches and migraines. Cold flu symptoms. You might break out in skin rashes. All kinds of different symptoms might happen that are usually good when you're liver cleansing and detoxing. You might have aches and pains, joint pain. You might feel pain where your liver gallbladder is. That's a common area where you feel pain. Stiff upper neck and shoulders, pain behind the eyes. Just letting you know you might have symptoms of detox, but you can alleviate some of that with embracing other ways to cleanse through enemas, saunas, etc. So I have a quick cleansing schedule. This is just rough. You got to do what works for you in your life, but you get up at 7 a.m. The first thing you do is your liver cleanser drink. Then you do an enema after that, ideally. And then at 9 o'clock you do the supplements, and it's 2 capsules of the Tumerol. You want to take a teaspoon of your bitters, and bitters you can do with or without food. It's great before a meal because it'll get all the digestive juices secreting, but it'll also purge and cleanse the liver if you do it on an empty stomach. If you do it before a meal or with a meal, that's fine too because it'll help give you extra juices to digest your food. The chlorophyll, a teaspoon of this, and you can add this to any juice or drink, and the same thing with the spirulina, a heaping teaspoon in any juice or drink. So say you make up that liver cleanser juice drink, add your chlorophyll, add your spirulina. Any kind of smoothie you make, add those in there. You can sprinkle spirulina on a salad, whatever works for you. But that's the supplements that you want to take at 9 a.m. And you would eat food at this time. So maybe a juice, maybe a smoothie. I really encourage people to keep it light in the morning. You don't need heavy in the morning. You could skip it. You could just do juice. Keep it really simple in the morning. 1 o'clock, you might have another meal, another juice, another smoothie, maybe a salad. 5 o'clock, again, these supplements, spirulina and chlorophyll, 1 teaspoon of each in something, a teaspoon of the bitters, and 2 capsules of the turmeric. That's at 5 o'clock. And here you might choose to eat again, juice, smoothie, or salad. And 7 o'clock, the liver cleanser drink again. And then 8 o'clock, an enema, a second enema, if you choose to do a second enema. So 1 to 2 enemas a day during a liver cleanse is amazing. Emotions. Talked about this with kidney. I've seen it come to fruition in many people, the release of emotions. And that's normal. That is normal. And the Lord wants to heal us of these trapped in emotions of things from our past that, maybe we need to let go of. Maybe we need to give it to the Lord. Maybe we need to deal with it. Maybe we need to cry. But whatever it is, you really don't want to ignore these things. The liver is associated with anger, bitterness, resentment, impatience. If you're just so impatient, a lot of times liver congestion, depression, often very linked to liver congestion. Back in the 1700s, 1800s, 1900s, they called melancholy. They usually always would treat people's liver for melancholy, which was a kind of a depression. So you really want to pay attention to emotions related to the liver. All right, so the liver gallbladder flush, the infamous liver gallbladder flush. Some of you have heard of this, maybe some of you haven't, but this is where you have a day where you flush all these toxins and waste and purge all this junk and gallstones out of your liver and your gallbladder. And I'm going to tell you some keys to that. First thing is you want to do it on day 15 and day 30 of the liver cleanse. Now this is optional. This is overwhelming. If this seems stressful to you, skip it. You can do it just once. If you just want to do it on day 30, the last day of the cleanse, great. That's awesome. If you want to do it twice, day 15 and day 30, great. Do it twice. I'm going to go through the schedule of what to do for the liver gallbladder flush, but I want to stress this, that after you do the liver gallbladder flush once, especially if you have huge results, you want to do it again 2 weeks, 3 weeks, at most a month later. What happens is we get a lot of toxic sludge built up in our bodies. You're going to flush a bunch of stuff out, more stuff's going to move down. You do it again, flush some stuff up, more stuff moves down. So you want to continue that process of flushing the body. And some people do 6, 8, 10 flushes. I've struggled with liver gallbladder issues. I've done, I couldn't even tell you, at least 15, 17 flushes. I haven't fully got everything out. I don't have everything figured out yet, that's for sure. But you really want to continue to do these flushes to heal your body at a deeper level. So here's how you do the flush. Again, on day 15 and day 30, or maybe just day 30, but again, it's optional. After 2 o'clock, no food or drink. And ideally, up to 2 o'clock, you only do juice. Maybe you do apples, maybe you do grapefruit, maybe you do cherries, just very simple foods that are high in malic acid that actually help with breaking down stones. The liver cleanser drink is great for that, the beet, the apple cider vinegar, the lemon. So up to 2 o'clock, just juices or liquids. After 2 o'clock, nothing. Stop all food and drink. No food or water after 2 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. I don't have them here, but you're going to take a tablespoon of Epsom salts. And people ask me about Epsom salts. Are there different ones at different places? I think it's all the same. I don't know any different. But drugstore, Epsom salts, a tablespoon in a glass of warm water, stir it up, drink it, hold your nose, do what you got to do. It tastes like a dirty hose. That's how I describe it. It's not good. Just the thought of it kind of makes me, sorry, I don't want to turn you off from it, but it's not pleasant. But what it does is the magnesium dilates. It opens up all of these bile ducts and the gallbladder and the liver to help things flush through. So, and you can add lemon to that if you want to help cut the taste a little bit, because it's not great. 8 o'clock, you're going to do another glass of water, tablespoon of Epsom salts if you want a little bit of lemon, 6 o'clock and 8 o'clock. What you're going to do then is you're going to mix up your little concoction. You're going to take 4 ounces of olive oil. Now, if you want a super awesome liver gallbladder flush, do the Olive Gold 03. It's ozonated olive oil. It's oxygen-infused olive oil, which will blow parasites, fungus, yeast, mold out of your liver, out of your body. It like supercharges a liver flush. I mentioned I've done 15 plus liver gallbladder flushes. When I did my first one with this, I had huge results when I had stopped having results from my flushes. And I've heard a lot of testimonies, people really doing well with this. You can use 4 ounces, which is half a cup. You can use 4 ounces of a good quality cold pressed extra virgin olive oil. That is okay. But the Olive Gold 03 is the best. You will have better results. You're going to blend the olive gold, the 4 ounces of olive gold, with the juice of 4 lemons, just the juice of 4 lemons, or you can do the juice of a grapefruit. I think the grapefruit tastes better, whatever works for you, but you can do grapefruit or lemon juice. And so you're going to take your 4 ounces of olive oil, you're going to mix it with your juice, put it in like a mason jar, shake it up really good. You're also going to mix up another glass of warm water with a tablespoon of Epsom salts and maybe a little bit of lemon juice. And you're going to have those 2 drinks ready. At 10 o'clock, you want to drink the super fun olive oil, lemon juice, or grapefruit juice combination. You want to drink all that down. If you have to sip it slow, if you want to just chug it, whatever works for you, you want to get that down. And if you have to go to the bathroom, great, go release. But if you can, drink that and then lay down in bed on your right side, because that's the side of your liver gallbladder, or you can lay down flat on your back, and you might feel some movement in here right away, because you haven't been consuming any fat, and now all of a sudden you're putting 4 ounces of olive oil, and what it does is it purges and squeezes and forces that gallbladder to squeeze, and all kinds of junk and waste comes out of the body. You search it on the internet, you'll find thousands and thousands of testimonials. You'll hear all the naysayers that say, oh, it doesn't work or this or that, but I don't know if they've experienced it, because anybody who's experienced it will tell you that it's helped them, or some people save their lives. So I really like this flush. Now, some people struggle with this. It's hard to get down. I've had a few people where it comes back up, they're nauseous, they don't handle it well. Again, that's maybe a sign of something, or maybe you need to do less. If you're a 100-pound woman, maybe you do half of the amount. So be wise with what you're doing. But maybe you're a seasoned veteran, you've done this many times, just go for it. So you drink that drink at 10 o'clock, you lay down in bed and you try to sleep. If you got to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. You set your alarm for 3 a.m. At 3 a.m., that's the active time of the liver, between 1 and 3 a.m. So at 3 a.m., you wake up, you drink your last drink of Epsom salts with, again, if you want a little bit of lemon for taste. And then at 5 a.m., maybe you have a juice. Maybe you have, I wrote down just watermelon or juice or something really light. And that whole day, you only want to do juice or something really light. Maybe just eat raw fruit or juice, or if you want a little bit of a salad, maybe later in the afternoon, great. But you really want to keep it light, because that day you'll release. That day after the flush, you're going to release, and I don't know how many times you'll go to the bathroom, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you're going to release all those stones out of the body and all that sludge. And then maybe you do an enema also later that day, just to assist all these toxins and waste that are coming out of the body. So that's the liver gallbladder flush. Enemas, I'm going to end with this, enemas and colonics. You can go to a place and get a colonic. You can get a home enema kit. I brought a couple just to show you. The Implantorama, we love it. It's the easiest to use. It's a little more expensive. We call it the Cadillac. You can just get a basic, this is like a 3-quart enema bucket. And so this works great. And it's gravity fed. And so it's not as easy to use, but much more affordable. The Implantorama has a pump on it, and gravity does the work, so it's just easier to use. And again, you can do the enemas once or twice a day. Now, a quick note on what to put in the enema. Coffee. Don't just buy any coffee at the store. Doesn't matter if it's organic. There's specific coffee for enemas. This is S.A. Wilson's coffee. It's used in healing clinics all around the world for coffee enemas. There's another enema coffee called Pure Life that we carry as well. I don't have it up here, but it's a great coffee as well. But it's air roasted, never drum roasted. You don't have the heavy metals in it. It's got the higher nutrients that you need to detox your liver, to help with glutathione and all these different things to help open up and purge the liver. Gerson therapy made coffee enemas famous, healing people of cancer. Now I want to give you a note of caution. Coffee enemas can be addictive. They can be stimulating. They are very acidic. And so unless you're drinking lots of fresh pressed juices, coffee enemas can be bad news for you, and they can be habit forming, and they can be problematic. So I only encourage this during the liver gallbladder flush, never long term. It can cause a lot of problems. So I'm fine with it for a liver cleanse. Now I gave people the options in the instructions. You see that you can do lemon, good old lemon juice. Do the juice of a half a lemon or 1 lemon in a quart of water. You can do baking soda in an enema, like a tablespoon of baking soda in an enema. It's amazing for cleansing people out. There's all kinds of things you can put in an enema, but coffee is the most well-known. But again, I just wanted to give that disclaimer that you just want to do it for the cleanse and not overdo it. Also, the basic recipe, which I'm going to go over with you real quick, is 3 tablespoons of coffee is the normal amount per quart, but I put in here 1 to 3 tablespoons. So just start with the tablespoon. See how you feel. See how your bodies react. See if it's going to work for you. And you don't have to go full strength. So 1 to 3 tablespoons of the ground coffee in a quart of water per quart. So if you do 2 quarts, like in a bigger enema kit, you can double that if you want to do 2 quarts. And what you do is you put it on the stove. So like a pan, pot or a pan on the stove, put your quart of water, put your coffee in there. You want to boil it. So bring it to a boil, then do like the slow rolling boil. Do that for like 5 minutes, then cover it, and you want to boil it for about another 10 minutes. Take it off the heat. You want to allow it to cool to body temperature. So think finger temperature, or what you would put in your body. And then you want to strain out the coffee grounds, of course, into your enema bucket, and then you insert the enema. And when you insert the enema, you want to hold it, ideally, they say 12 to 15 minutes to let the body circulate the blood through the liver, because the blood cycles through the liver every 3 minutes, and that's going to be a good cleanse and a good release, hopefully. And remember, all those stinky toxins, waste, poison, junk that falls out of your body, praise God, get it out of there. Get this temple clean. The temple's polluted, and you will feel better. You will be happier. I'm telling you, you get your body cleaned out, you're happier. Life is better. Things are sunnier. And so it really matters that the body God created and designed is clean. I mean, that's the way He intended it, and we've kind of done a lot of the wrong things. But He's always ready there to heal us, and some of these things can help heal us. So really encourage you to enjoy the liver cleanse, and think about what it's doing for your body, even if it's tough, and what it does for your family and future generations, and to have healthier children. Let me just give you this quick story, because the Lord put it on my heart, and I've shared it before. But my wife, her first pregnancy was a little rough, and a lot of symptoms of liver issues with the itchy skin and food intolerances. And Naomi, by all means, right now she's a 3-year-old, beautiful, healthy young girl. But she's had some health issues and some things we'd have to work through with her. In between pregnancies, we worked on her liver, my wife's liver, because we knew that there was a liver issue. The first pregnancy exposed the liver issue. We worked on her liver. Second pregnancy, no morning sickness, no nausea, felt amazing. 5.5 months in, she was worried that she wasn't even still pregnant because she felt so good. Well, we had Noelle, who is now 18 months, and unbelievably, she looks like that Gerber baby from the 1950s with the rosy cheeks, and you can just tell she is healthier. And I really feel like it's because we worked on my wife's health and her body and her liver. And so if you don't think it doesn't matter, your body and having a clean body and a healthy body and a nutrient-filled body to build a baby, you're mistaken. This is God's creation and God's design, and this is a big responsibility to bring a new life into this world. So this is why we got to get away from toxic pharmaceutical drugs and foods, and really start to cleanse and honor and heal our bodies, especially for the sake of our children. So I don't know, I just felt it on my heart to share that, so I wanted to. So after the cleanse, you just want to eat a good, clean, healthy diet. We recommend Genesis 1:29, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, beans, legumes, if you handle them okay. Really encourage clean meats. If you want to eat meat, great. Fish, turkey, chicken, just keep it simple. Keep it simple. Get away from all that other processed, heavy stuff. We need to eat light, cleansing, healing diets. So the liver. This is the liver walkthrough. Praise God. After this cleanse, you're going to be a brand new person. I really encourage you to stick it out. You can do it any time of the year. It is easier to do in the summer. But you will see a change in your countenance, in your health, in your life, in your body, in everything when you get that liver cleaned out. I can't wait to hear the testimonials. Send them to me. Email me. Call me. Let me know your testimonials, because cleansing the liver potentially could change your life. God bless you. I love you. See you next time.